Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Amir and I am your learning buddy. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of tenses. Tenses are the building blocks of a language, and understanding them is very crucial for effective communication. So if you are a language enthusiast or a student, then this video is for you. We are not going to start our journey of tenses directly, but we are going to embark on the journey of tenses by first focusing on the raw material of the tense. Let me give you an example first. Imagine you want to build a house. For building a house, what kind of material you need? You need bricks, sand, stones, iron, etc. If these things are available to you, only then you will be able to make your own house. Otherwise, you will just keep imagining your house. In the same way, we are first going to focus on the raw material for tense, and then we will begin to learn tenses in a detailed manner. So without further ado, let's get started. The first important point what you need to remember while learning tenses is subject. What is subject? I have written it down here. The subject refers to a person, thing, or entity performing the action. So the one who performs the action is a subject. It can be a person, it can be a thing, or it can be any entity which exists in this world. So it actually performs an action. If you can correlate the subject with one part of the speech, that is noun. When we provide the definition of noun, what do we say? We say noun is a name of a person, place, or a thing. So actually subject provides us the information who or what is performing an action. So you can correlate subject with noun. You can also use pronoun instead of noun. Noun can be a person, a place, or a thing, and pronouns can be he, she, they, it, and so on and so forth. Let me provide you an example. John is playing. So here the subject is John. Why is John subject here? Because he is performing an action. He is actually playing. So that is why John becomes subject here. We can also remove John and put their pronoun for John. We can say he is playing. So he becomes subject here. So this was something about subject. Let's move on to the next point. The second point, what you need to understand and what you need to keep in mind while learning tenses is verb. A verb is a word that expresses an action, occurrence, or state of being in a sentence. Whether the action is getting performed, has been performed, or will be performed. That is what is being shown by verb in a sentence. So verb here is really important. You need to keep in mind while learning tenses. Let me give you an example here. I will take the same example. John is playing. John is a subject, right? Yeah. And playing is verb, because playing is a kind of action John is performing, right? So here playing becomes verb. Playing is a word which becomes verb in the sentence, and that is how sentence becomes complete. That is how sentence gets complete. One important point here you need to keep in mind is that verb is an essential component in a sentence, as it shows us in what condition the subject is. So it actually shows us the condition of a subject. It actually shows us the condition of an action. It actually shows us the state of being in a sentence. So it's very crucial to keep in mind while studying tenses. This was something about verb. I hope you understood it. Now we will move on to the third one. Now, here is the third important point you need to keep in mind, and that is person. I have seen students who struggle while identifying the person in the sentence. People are unable to judge whether the subject is first person or second person or third person, and they end up ruining the sentence. Here I'm going to explain these 3 points one by one. First person. First person is the one who talks. So the person who talks is the speaker, right? So the speaker is the first person. Let me provide you an example. I am speaking to you. So I am the first person and you are my listener, right? So the speaker is always the first person. It is I, right? Very good. The second point, what you have to understand is who is second person. Well, I am speaking to you, I am the first person, and you are listening to me. You are the second person. So the listener is second person. What is or who is third person? The person who is being talked about. We are talking about John. John becomes third person. I was providing you an example a while ago. I was saying that John was playing. So John becomes third person because John is the topic or the talk of conversation. So the person who is being talked about whom we talk, is the person who is third one. I hope this is clear. Now, here, in case of third person, you need to remember one more point. That is singular or plural. If a third person is just a name, John, or he, she, or it, then it is singular. If the third person in case of noun is John or anybody's name, only one name, then it is singular. In case of pronoun, if there is he, she, or it, then it is also a singular. Third person singular. But if we talk about a group, if we talk about 2 or 3 people in a sentence, then it becomes third person's plural. Well, you don't need to get confused while understanding third person singular or third person plural. If there is he, she, or it, then this is third person singular. Third person singular can also be the name of a place, person, or a thing. It can be name of a person like John. It can be name of a place like India. It can be the name of a thing like chair. These are all third person singular. Now, if we talk about the third person plural again, then it is any pronoun like they, we, you. Any noun like boys, girls, etc. So these are third person plurals and these are third person singular. So this was all about raw material of tense. I hope you have understood the concept, you have liked the video as well. In the next video, we will start our main topic, tense. Until that, stay hard and keep speaking English. Thank you.